Hey everybody, welcome to Wait a Minute. My videos, my thoughts, and I'm sharing them with you. It's a beautiful day. Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be way colder than this. I dressed super warm.
Turn right onto West Olive Road.
That girl. I dressed super warm. I'm all ready for it to be super cold because it was like 27 or something this morning. It's like 37 now. It's warm. I don't have my coat on, but I'm still warm. Anyways, so thank God for the beautiful weather. I mean, the sky is really blue, the clouds are really white and poofy, and that's really nice. It's really nice. So those of you who are in my area, which is West Olive right now, you know what I'm seeing, and those of you who are not, you only wish that you could see what I can see. Oh, man. So I started making a video yesterday, and I got about 4 minutes into it, and I got a phone call. So it came to an abrupt end. I don't even know what it was about, to be honest, so I'm not even going to go back there because I don't need to, don't want to. So, hey guys, I had a kind of heavy video the last time, and love your kids and let God love you. That's a big one for me. That was because I really love my kids, so that part is really close to my heart, but also because I want parents to love their kids, you know, and most parents do, but there are parents that do, but they don't show it. There's parents that do, but they have never said I love you. They've never shown any affection whatsoever. And because I work with young people, I can tell you that parents, when you haven't shown your kid any affection, you know, any outward affection, you haven't told them that you love them, they get freaked out when somebody else does. You know, one guy in particular, I was just talking about him last night to a friend of mine, and he was a great guy, and he loved me, and we were really close. And but from the first day I met him, because I'm a hugger, you know, especially if someone comes to my group, they know I'm a pastor, they know it's our group, and they've heard me speak or whatever. Oftentimes I will hug whoever it is, and I mean it. It's not like a pretend thing. I mean my hug. I really do love people, and so I'm quick to hug people, and you know, I don't just like throw myself on somebody. I give them a chance to say no. You know, it's not like I'm just say no or whatever. No means no. It's not like that. But anyway, this guy, I don't know, he's probably 16. Well, I knew him for a long time, so let's say 16 to 20. I don't know, something like that. Great guy. Really love him, really smart. I believe he's a good Christian. I don't know, I never got that deep with him because pretty standoffish. Everything I saw was a good Christian example. I believe that he's a good Christian. So I'll just say it that way. You can't really know about other people, and it's not for you to judge them anyway. But he was, the first time I tried to hug him, he let me hug him, but he didn't really hug back. Like, he didn't like pull away, like, no, don't touch me. But you could tell that he didn't know what to do. He didn't stop me from hugging him, but you could tell he didn't know what to do. And then, you know, as we grew closer, and, you know, we became pretty good buds, and he was in my group for a long time, or, you know, at least around me. And he knew I was going to hug him when I saw him, and he was cool with that. And everyone's, you know, most of the time I get like a half hug. And when I told him I loved him, he would say things like, me too, or something like that. I mean, for a long time he didn't say me too, he like kind of and then he started saying me too, but I don't know that he's ever told me I love you too, or I love you back, or I love you, or whatever. I don't know if I've ever heard those words, but you know what? He never heard those words from his dad, ever. His brother was also in my group, and neither one of them really knew what to do with affection. His brother was more hungry for affection, like he wanted to be hugged, he wanted to be told that somebody loved him. But the older brother was the other way. He took it the different way, where that's all he ever knew, so that's all he ever knew how to express. The younger brother was like, that's all I've ever known. I really want people to love me. You know what I'm saying? So two different ends of the spectrum, but same family. What I'm telling you is, when you don't show your kids affection or tell them that you love them, they're cold to that. They don't experience that the way that they could, and in my opinion, the way that they should. And I realize that a lot of times that's because the parent had a lack of affection when they were younger. I get that. Not putting anybody down here, so nobody get offended. I'm just saying this is an issue with our kids. Now, you can ask my kids. You can ask my kids that aren't even my legal kids, the ones that are just everybody else's kid that I get to be involved in their life and love on them, whatever. You can ask any of those kids that I have no problem showing people that I love them. I have no problem telling them that I love them and all that kind of stuff. That's not a thing. And you can ask my personal kids, my family, and they'll tell you that I almost smothered them. And I hope I don't really smother them like, okay, I'm smothering them, they're not comfortable, but smother them like really surround them with love, really show my love and tell them I love them. And one guy the other day, I told him like 3 times in 3 hours that I loved him, and it might have been a couple more times, I don't know, but it wasn't all at once, it was spread out. And at some point he's like, yeah, I know you said that. I was like, ouch. But I didn't really get offended, but at first it was a little stingy, but it was somebody that I know really well, and I didn't take it the wrong way. I could have, but I didn't. Anyway, all that to say this, parents, you know what, don't be afraid to love your kids. Don't be afraid, I know that in your heart you love your kids, but sometimes your kids really need to hear that. Sometimes your kids really need to know that their parents love them. And even though you do, sometimes you really need that be told and have a hands-on hug or a pat on the back, an actual touch from your parents, because they just really need to be, affirmed and reaffirmed and confirmed and all those other firms, to know that somebody loves them, to know that their parents love them unconditionally, and those types of things. I'm not a kid anymore. I've seen a lot. When I was a kid, people would tell me not to say stuff like that because I'm a kid and adults don't like to hear that. But I'm 55 years old. I'm as old as most of you parents and older than some of you. And I'm not saying that like, ooh, look at me, I'm older than you. I'm saying I do know what I'm talking about, and I've worked with young people for 33 years, I think it is. Got to recount that, I don't really know. Something like 33 years. I've worked with young people. So I have seen a lot of what young people feel and a lot of what parents feel. And if everybody could get on the same page, kids would be a lot more healthy. Adults would be a lot more healthy in relationships and their family and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not trying to tell everybody that they're wrong and, oh my gosh, you did this or you did that or you totally failed your kid. Nothing like that. And kids, I'm not telling your parents that they're wrong, so you guys don't need to be going, yeah, see, because parents are raising you for the first time. They may have raised other kids, but they're raising you for the first time. And it doesn't come with a manual, baby. It really doesn't. So, love all you guys. It's it's just a thing that was in my heart that when I mentioned that yesterday about love your kids, that some parents might not really know how to love their kids, might not really know how to show that they love their kids. And kids, not just little kids, your kids, they could be 25 or more. They need to know that you love them. They need you to show them that you love them. And sometimes that's in deeds, things you do for them, and sometimes it's in affection, whether you hug them or pat them on the back, whatever, or in words. They need to know from you, even though they already know, they need to really know. You know what I mean? Anyway, I said all that, and I'm happy that I said it, but I'm a little nervous how you're going to react to it. Love you guys very much, and have a great and blessed day.